Hello and welcome along. Today on Coldborough Park Farm, we're going to be finishing off our barley harvest and then baling up the straw. So, without further ado, let's get to it. It might be a slightly shorter episode today, but we'll see how we go. There we go. But yeah, we're basically going to get these two jobs done, and see how we do from there. Shouldn't take. I don't think it'll take too long to do either of them, but they do. Basically we're going to get field 7 finished, cleared out of the way, and then tomorrow we might look at getting field 2 started, I think. If I'm looking correct, yes, field 2. So we'll have a look at field 2, see if we can get that started and get that harvested as well. I believe that's a wheat field, but we will have to double check closer to the time. And we'll probably bale that as well, because as you probably noticed, we are at £954 and need to make a bit of money. So we have the contents of this field to sell. We actually have the contents of 7 and 8 to sell as well. Sorry, 9 and 8 to sell as well. So hopefully that brings in a little bit of money and stop us falling into the red. But at the moment we're skirting a little bit close to it. So probably be using the follow me a little bit more sparingly than normal. Should be okay, because I think the hard worker from that normally only costs a very small amount anyway. But still, it's an expense we need to be very wary of right now. Keep those funds in the black, that would be very useful. The reason for our lack of funds at the moment is because I have purchased a workshop for our farm. 2 reasons for this. One is so that I can change the tyres back on the T6 without it costing £1,000 every time I did it, and the second is because the tractor, where the tractor respawns down at the shop after customizing, is not where it should at the moment. So until the map gets updated, really need to have it sit where it is. We need to have it remain where it is, and the only way to do that is to get a workshop. So that's what we've added. I'm hoping where it is isn't going to be too much in the way, but looking around the farmyard, it was pretty much the only place I could place it. So with any luck, that will be fine. And will keep us going for a while where it is. This is the nice bit. This is the nice long bits of the field. Some big long runs. So they're directly south, which is great. Certainly at the moment, anyway. And this is the only way that you could plant this, because you don't want to be planting going up this hill. It would, yeah, it doesn't do the tractor any good to be struggling like that up a hill while you're planting. You end up planting twice as much seed as you want to, if you're not careful. Depending on the seeder, of course. That's one of the things that... Whoa! Wow. I went a bit faster than I meant to. There we go. So we probably will be in a position to unload at the end of this. In fact, we want to, because we're going to end up going through the crop at the end of the next row. So we need to make sure that we are positioned right with the amount of space we have in our tank. If we don't do that, we're going to suddenly find ourselves halfway through the crop, needing to empty it. So we don't want that to happen. It's not a good way to do our farming, that. You end up having to either destroy crop or back all the way out. Neither of which is something you particularly want to do. Right, so we'll get into the row a little bit. There we are. Get our tractor started up and get the follow me working. Go. Right. Yeah. 7. Yeah. And away we go. There we go. So keep this in the middle. And that keeps emptying, which is excellent. And once that's hit 0 in our tank. Yep, which is where we are now. We'll just back him off. There we go. And then we can put our spout in. Right, I'm gonna drop him off. Because we're going to go through the crop on our next turn, so we don't want him following with an offset at that point. Right, make sure we get all of this. There we are. That just clears up that last little bit of that kink. Right, so we are going to go in about here-ish. That way we get a nice straight long bit in from this end that gets a lot shorter from the other. and works to our advantage, which is what we're always trying to do with this, is keep it to working to our advantage. Travelling the minimal distance to do whichever job that we're trying to do. We may not get to bale this field today, looking at how long this is taking us. That was the plan, was to get the baler out. It may be a case that that would be better served in its own episode, to be honest. But we'll see how we do. And we're only 11 minutes in, so there is still plenty of time. I'm certainly looking to get the baling started today. There we go. Won't fit all of this in. Which is fine, but I need to judge my width of my header a little bit better. Leaving too many half widths like that means that it just takes longer to do the field in the end. Maybe not massively so, but it still adds to the time. And then of course also takes longer to bale because you've got extra rows to bale as well. In baling we should get a really decent number of bales out of this. And then the question, of course, is how many to sell and how many to keep. As I said, we do need to sell some stuff in order to make a bit of money back. Unfortunately, the sale point is also at one of the points at which I want to unload some bales. So we'll probably keep 10. 5 down for the cows, 5 for the pigs. Excuse me. And yeah, that will get those started. So if we get 10 bales, I think we're going to get a lot more than 10 off this field. And we might actually keep slightly more than 10 for our cows, actually, because we tend to use a bale in their mixed ration as well, simply to just pad it out a bit too. But that depends on how much silage we'll create. But I'm holding off on the silage at the moment. Might do some silage bales and do some wrapped bales, maybe. On here, seeing as we have a round baler. But we need to earn a little bit of the equipment before we can to actually get fully into the cows. Yeah, I think today is going to be this releasing on Christmas Day and all. So Merry Christmas, everybody watching this as it goes up. We're probably going to do a bit of a shorter episode and do the baling in the next episode. so that we can just finish the harvest. So we will finish the harvest this episode, and that's what we will title our video today. We're only at 54% at the moment. I don't know if we'll fit the rest of this field in this combine. But my plan very much is to try and cut so that the next set of these cuts we do, we'll finish this field off. There we go. That, I think, means cutting in around about here-ish. Still doing quite long cuts on one side and shorter ones on the other. There we go. That'll get a little more pronounced the further we go with this. Yeah. Yeah, we have a little bit left at the bottom of the field. I think we might fit all of this in one tank. Either way, it's going to be close. Going to be very close. There we are. Yeah, this won't add much to the tank. It's a little bit down here. I think we will be fine. Okay, and one more little stretch after this, I think. then we can unload. There we go. That has done it. So we will head up to where our header trailer is. So that we can get in position for that. But I will load up and move the combine off the field off camera. In the meantime, we will bring our 8340 round and unload our combine. And that is where I'm going to end this. So, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Goodbye.